I actually joined the association so that I could be part of the Leadership Institute.
When I was a student, they encouraged all of us to join if we were accounting majors. So that was the main reason I joined as a student. And then once I became a professional and passed the CPA exam, and I'm a certified accountant CPA in South Carolina, so it just made sense for me to join.
Well, my CFO had given me advice, since it was my first year of CPE, to look for leadership and management training. So after contacting a local CPA firm, they directed me toward the Leadership Institute. So that's how I found it, and I was interested in learning more about leadership.
I applied to the Leadership Institute mainly because I was at a point in my career where I felt like I was transitioning, and the first couple years, in public accounting, you're just learning as much as you possibly can, and then you kind of get to the point where you're in more of an in-charge role and you're leading your engagements and you're leading other people, and that's when the leadership skills really need to be developed. So I felt like I was at the perfect point in my career to do this program.
Well, I think there were several ways that the Leadership Institute prepared me. First of all, there was some really helpful guidance on communication, which is so important if you're in leadership.
Well, we're about halfway through the session now, but the first couple of things that we've done, we had a speaker come and talk to us who had a great resume in the area of communication. And she talked to us about effective communication and, how to communicate better with others at work.
It just motivated and inspired me to mentor people and to reach out to more than just myself, try to help people more.
One thing that I found particularly useful was we did this online strength assessment that gives us like our top 5 strengths. And what was interesting about it is it's all about focusing on making your strengths better instead of trying to make your weaknesses better. And I think for type A accountants, it's really hard to not focus on your weaknesses. Like you just want to focus on, you want to try to improve on your weaknesses. And this assessment was, no, here are your top 5 strengths. If this is what you're good at, this is what you need to develop. And I think I can use those strengths to be a better leader.
Well, I think a great leader certainly needs to have a technical side and an understanding of accounting. But on the other side, they also need to have an understanding of people and how to manage their team members effectively. So if you can get both pieces, then you can be a really effective manager.
I think a good thing for a leader to possess is to make everyone feel like they're a part of the organization. Kind of like the whole is greater than the sum of its parts, or whatever that saying is. You don't want to be a leader and kind of, put others off or be off-standing to others. You kind of want to make everyone feel involved and figure out what other strengths are and kind of help them develop their strengths and also learn from other people. I think it's more of a collaborative thing.
Well, I think one of the unique challenges as a young CPA is the fact that other CPAs and other members of management may not view you with the same amount of respect that they would an older CPA. So in order to overcome that, I feel like you have to work twice as hard.
One thing that's hard for young CPAs is that the profession is kind of transitioning or changing. It's a very dynamic profession, things are always changing, and just when you work with some of the older CPAs, there's always that kind of trying to get on the same page because everything is so different. I mean, they used to take the CPA exam on paper.
I think my greatest mentors were people that I worked for. So one of my first jobs I had, there was a CFO there that really encouraged me to get my CPA license. And he pushed me when times got hard. He said, you need to do this. It's going to help you. So I'd say it's mostly the managers that I've been working with. I have been blessed to have really a lot of encouragement from those people.
Well, my mom's actually an accountant, but she does the tax side of it, so we're kind of in different worlds. But she's always been a leader to me, and she's always kind of been an overachiever. Like, she was valedictorian in high school, and I've always had really big shoes to fill because my mom's like, well, I did this, well, I did this. Well, I've kind of been able to take what she did in her life and kind of modify it to what I want to do.
I think my greatest takeaway from the Leadership Institute was just an inspiration to reach out to people where normally I may not have. Now I look for opportunities from people younger than me to reach out to them, or maybe someone older than me. I sense that they may have something to offer to me, so I'll reach out to them and ask for their advice or ask to hear their story. So I think that's the greatest effect it's had on me.
I think my biggest takeaway would probably be the strength assessment that we did, because I always knew that I was, I guess better at some things than other things, but I didn't really know how to verbalize it or how to put it into words, so it was nice to actually get, written and verbal feedback. And also we had a webinar where everyone talked about their strengths, and we all kind of, it was interesting to hear what other people's strengths are, and it was interesting to hear that a lot of us had the same strengths.
I think the greatest impact you can make is to have a real person that the young people would find interesting and would want to be like. So if someone went into your school and you found them appealing, you like what they had to say, then you'd be interested in what they did.
I think maybe having people come and speak to high schoolers or young college classes about accounting, because there definitely is a stereotype there. When I thought of an accountant at first, I thought of someone sitting at their computer crunching numbers all day, doing more bookkeeping. But there's a lot more to it than that, and it's actually very interesting and fun. And just making sure all the local firms obviously are aware of the program, like my firm was aware, and they let us know that there were slots, and just kind of trying to get the word out there.
It's hard when you have a group of 18 people to keep everyone involved in everything, but I think everyone has such a good experience overall. We want to stay connected, so we do make an effort when there's an event with Scacpa, we can all come together and meet up again.
Well, I love my firm working here, and I think I see myself still being here. I don't know if I want to get to the partner level, but I would love to be an audit manager here and just grow my accounting career. And I think I'm the kind of person that's going to probably stick around in accounting, because I really enjoy it.